I'm back with another episode of NBA My Career Mode. In the last episode, Frequency Vibration has made it to the UCLA, and we won our first college game by 10 points. And, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you noticed, but watch this. Oh, damn. Oh, damn, he's not gonna... Oh, he's not gonna do it? Oh, he's not gonna do the... Okay, never mind. Okay. Let me just show you something, ladies and gentlemen. He has this type of dunk, this type of dunk, and this type of dunk. You got two types of dunks. Which one I'm trying not to do. Alright, let's go to our next game. When we face the Michigan Wolverines. Let's go. Wow, I went down even though I had a good game. You know, I had a good game last year, but last night I still think I'm better off still for another year. But this is frequency vibration we're talking about.
Hi, everyone. A pleasure to have you join us here tonight. College basketball is in the air, and we are right in the midst of all the action. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see the UCLA Bruins and the Michigan Wolverines.
There is no feeling like a packed house on a college campus. You can just feel the electricity in the air as two major colleges go head-to-head on the hardwood.
And even though this game isn't a must-have game, it feels like a tournament game, a one-and-done type situation. Both of these programs know that a win here could be huge for them as they get ready to make a run in March.
Now look at UCLA's starting lineup. Freak in at the 3. Fresh is out there with Free, and it's Roberts in at the 5 spot.
Hard to watch UCLA and not think of the Wizard of Westwood, John Wooden, not just his impact on the school, but his place in the history of basketball. He helped put college basketball on the map in a big way.
Here's Flash. Screen by Smith. Crawford outside. The dish to Smith. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Freak with it.
Give me screen.
Fires, high post, and it comes off the front of the rim.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Screen by Ellis. They set the pick.
That's a wall.
Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Here's Free. Pass it. Free passes to Freak. Goes up off the pick, and he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
There's a dunk.
And you see Freak out there. Nobody is 100% sure what position he'll be best at on the next level, but they know he'll be out on the wing. He looks so comfortable in space.
And with Freak, it's his plethora of moves that really impress me. He can create a shot in space anywhere and anytime. He's got a really good sense of how to operate from the wing.
Very nice one.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. The Wolverines leading by 5.
And you look at the long list of former players from the University of Michigan, a lot of big-name NBA players got their start as Wolverines. It's been that way for a long time.
On the court for Michigan, Ellis is out there with Jefferson, then it's Smith, and it's Crawford at the 2. Now here's Freak, 5 points in the game. For 3, and that one's good. Freak's got his 3rd basket of the night. Well, Greg, you mentioned moments ago all the former Wolverines that have made it to the NBA. Michigan has been one of the best talent developing schools, Clark, for a long time.
And, you know, apart from the Fab Five group, Kevin, the Wolverines can also name Glenn Rice as an alum, outstanding NBAer, and Trey Burke and Nick Stauskas, recent grads from Ann Arbor.
1:46 left to play in the first half. Jacks up a 3. Can't get it to go. Jefferson with.
Hold on a second, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that.
It's a nice deep. And Michigan has possession. 4-point game. Stolen away. And here's Freak. 8 points for him.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And it's out of bounds. The Wolverines able to retain possession here. And some changes here for the Bruins.
so they can score for my team.
Hello, welcome back. This is college basketball on 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg as we get set for the second half.
Guys, we had a tight game through the first half. I think we'll see more of the same coming out of the break.
And it's just going to take one big run for one of these teams to establish control. If Freak can get hot, his team has a great chance of coming away with the victory.
So on the floor for UCLA, Freak, he's in at 3. Free out there with Fresh, and it's Roberts in at the 5. Home in the paint.
You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
Wow. Michigan trails by 3.
Guys, it's almost impossible to think about Michigan basketball and not think of the Fab Five. I mean, one of the most storied recruiting classes ever. They were dominant in their tenure here at Michigan.
Now here's Crawford. Screen by Smith. Jones for 3. No good. The Bruins go the other way with it. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Over to the wing. Fires for 3. Again from deep. The three-pointer good from Freak. And now a 6-point Bruin lead. Freak's got 80% average from deep tonight, making 4 of 5. Screen by Smith. On the wing, Jones. And the bucket counts. He's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play. Both teams will make substitutions.
Oh my God, we are up by 4 now. We're up
here's
by
Banks.
1. Oh my God, come on, guys.
He kicks to Taylor. Right side, Knight. To take the lead. UCLA grabs the miss. They got Taylor. Jefferson is out there with Wright. And it's Banks in at the 1 spot. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wright.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
Freak passes to Looney. Good.
Give me that
And
assist.
UCLA leads by 3.
Boy, such
Give me that assist. Yeah, give me that
outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
You know,
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Screen by Ellis. Flash passes to Ellis. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Loose D here. Critical stretch. I mean, you better off sending them to the free throw lines than to have them get that good a look.
To the inside. There's Freak. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
No slowing him down. Just incredible numbers for Freak. 16 points, and he's hit 4 from beyond the arc. A weapon with those 3-point shots.
You said it. His long-range jumpers are having a deadly effect.
And both free throws good from Freak.
There's not a lot you can say that hasn't been said before about his skill at the charity stripe.
Outside, Jones. There's 1:54 left in the second half. Feeds to Crawford. Screen by Ellis. Down low, Jones. Got a piece of it. Here's Fresh. Kicks to Freak. Lets the 3 fly. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
And these are exactly the kinds of performances that have people looking at Freak like he's the next big thing.
And with his team up, he knows that blood is in the water. I'm guessing he'll continue to press and look to carry the team on his back. This is a performance that will help define his college career.
1:25 left in the second half of basketball. Michigan moving it around. And Smith with the stop.
Hang time on that rim. Puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game.
Right here.
Those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
There's a minute left here in the second half. Here's Flash. Five to shoot. High post try. Can't hit. The Bruins go the other way with it. And they go to the intentional foul. 35 seconds left to play in the second half. And that's an intentional foul. And no good this time on the 1-and-1.
No time to spare. They need a bucket.
Without question. Again, maybe a steal or a foul to get the clock stopped as well.
But they get it back. And another shot. Rebound by Roberts. And so they foul intentionally.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
UCLA will get a win here tonight.
And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
The free throws go down and the lead goes up.
17 seconds left in this one. .15 seconds left here in the second half of the game. And once again off the mark by Michigan. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Oh,
And no problem there in the first free throw. 1-and-1 situation, so he'll get another. And so both free throws are good. And it's an 8-point game.
Yep, UCLA will get a win here tonight.
9 seconds left to play here in the second half. Jefferson has a wide open look. No good from outside. So it's UCLA picking up the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in to this broadcast of college.
9 minutes this time, sweet. 9 minutes are getting longer. 9 minutes are getting longer. We move on to our next game against Connecticut Huskies. We should keep it in the top 5. Of course, we're 2-0.
Thanks for joining us, and hello, college basketball fans. We've got a great night ahead and a couple outstanding teams going at it. We're going to have the pleasure to watch. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. We've got the UConn Huskies facing the UCLA Bruins.
There is no feeling like a packed house on a college campus. You can just feel the electricity in the air as two major colleges go head-to-head on the hardwood.
And even though this game isn't a must-have game, it feels like a tournament game, a one-and-done type situation. Both of these programs know that a win here could be huge for them as they get ready to make a run in March.
Now the starting group for the UConn Huskies. We've got Keefe, and it's Splitter in at the 5, roaming the paint. Day kicks to Martin. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup.
And one thing about UConn that has been true all throughout their rise as a power, they have always played solid defense. It's something the program really hammers home.
On defense, the Bruins. It's a three-point game. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Free passes to Freak. He kicks it to Roberts. Now here's Freak, guarded closely. And the 3 off target.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
They get it back. Fades. Offensive rebound. On defense, the Huskies. Here's Free. Lays it up and banks it in. Free's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Here is Day. He dishes it to Joseph. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
There's the screen to the wing on the left. Now here's Freak. Not a lot of room. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. This is his first free throw of the game.
At the line for 2.
Free throw good. Freak. And the Huskies going with a whole new group out there.
Except for the shooter.
So he gets them both.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
Kind of figured.
For the Huskies, the Bruins leading by 6 on the floor for UConn. They've got Martin, and it's Day in at the point, and that one's good.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Now here's Joseph. T right on him. Martin the screen. Posey dishes to Day. Now Posey. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And guys, so many great players from UCLA in the NBA over the years. Kareem, a former Bruin. Bill Walton also coming out of Westbrook. You know, the defense was lax right there, and he's able to make them pay.
Now here's Joseph. Defense is right there. Martin with a screen on Free. Day kicks to Splitter. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Wow, Greg, all those great players you mentioned with UCLA. A lot of Hall of Famers in that list, Clark.
Yeah, and they've continued that tradition with current NBA stars, Kevin Love and Russell Westbrook. Probably the 2 highest profile former Bruins in the NBA today.
Porter's checked in for Fresh.
Boy, how about the Huskies and the success they found in the tournament over the years? 4 titles for that program and all. With the first in 99. They've been absolutely dominant the past 2 decades.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set.
Splitter sets a screen. And that time, also a missed shot. The Huskies have won the college championship, Greg, in a number of ways, both as a favorite and as an underdog.
Yeah, I mean, they won as high as the 1 seed back in 99. And then how about in 2014? They were a 7 seed that went all the way to win and cut down those nets. So they have rightly earned every ounce of fear and respect.
25 to 10. 15. Oh yeah, 16 points.
And the second half of basketball is about to get underway, folks. Welcome back to this broadcast of college basketball here on 2K Sports.
You came for a show, and you got a show. What a first half we saw with a big lead being built early on.
And what a performance from Freak so far. You take him out of the equation, and this lead they have might not even exist. He's lived up to the hype in this one.
Freak in at the 3. Fresh is out there with free, and it's Roberts in at center. And for the Huskies, we've got Keefe, and it's Joseph in at the 3 spot. Splitter sets a screen. Passes it to Keefe. Shoots from 14. UCLA grabs the miss.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. Perfect. It seems to me
I don't have that assist.
They've gone after this win a little bit more.
Sorry, guys.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Cutting the screen. Here is Keefe. There's a good screen. Just 5 on the clock. Splitter sets a screen. Here's Joseph. Again, the miss by the Huskies.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him. How to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
Splitter sets a screen. Out left to the wing. Here is Keefe. Again, the miss by the Huskies.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And that one's good.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary
I might
in
be
terms
going
of dealing
Golden
with their
State.
pass.
Count that one.
And how
I might
about
be going
that
to Golden State,
for a
guys.
response?
I might be going Golden
Well, it
State.
sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like.
You better be watching yourself, bro. Because I'm taking
Here
this
is
spot,
Day.
man. I'm your next Curry, boy.
They set the pick. Kicks it to Joseph from downtown. Can't get it to go. The Bruins leading by 23. Freak in at small forward. Free out there with Fresh, and it's Roberts in at the 5. Latray, and down it goes. Three-pointer falls in from Freak. Freak's got 28 points for the game. The Huskies on offense.
Yeah.
Day kicks to Joseph. The dish to Martin. Here is Keefe.
I'm on.
Makes it off the glass.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Here's UCLA. They're on a 14-5 run. Here's Freed. There's the feed to Freak. The offensive rebound.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
Splitter sets a screen. To the middle, off the pick. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Looney passes to Freak. Huskies with the rebound.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Pass to Keefe. Martin the screen. With some arc.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Bruins.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Freak. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Outside, Martin.
Defense is amazing.
Inside. Splitter, that's good.
And they're on the kind of run that could have made a difference had it just started a little earlier.
Yeah, but I think the only reason they're on this run is because the defense has relaxed a little bit, knowing the game is basically in the bag.
And Fresh picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Bruins going here with a whole new group out there.
And we still win by a lot. 44-21. But I think that's 12 points. You won by 12, guys. I was 10 for 18, 2 for 2 on the line, and 9 for 14 on threes. So I made 9 out of the 14 threes in 10 minutes. My minutes are getting longer, guys. I was on the bench like maybe once or twice. Now, the NBA scouts are curious about Freak. They're concerned about Freak. There we go. There's the dunk we were looking for by Freak. There's another one. Guys, nobody. There's the other one. versus the Badgers in the national championship. Let's go. Hey, my thing went up. All because I'm dropping these mad points. Super agent Don Pagnani to attend college championship game. Rumors swirling. Mr. Don Pagnani. Is Freak one and done? NBA scouts are debating on that. All I know is that
welcome everyone to the final game of the college basketball season. Tonight, we will crown the winner of this year's tournament. And no matter what the outcome here tonight, what a ride it has been. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see the Wisconsin Badgers facing the UCLA Bruins.
You got that right. I mean, this is what each student athlete has worked so hard for all season long. An opportunity for the title. I mean, this game might very well be the defining moment for the lives of every one of these young men.
Both these teams have gone through so much adversity just to make it here. All tournament long, it's been survive in advance, but now this is the part where you put all your chips on the table and just lay it on the line.
And Wisconsin, looking at who they've got. We've got Kaminsky. Hill is out there with Hawkins. Then it's Decker, and it's Evans in at the four-man position.
And with any championship game, you know that every player is going to have their heart racing for the first few minutes. That's just natural. That's adrenaline. They'll need to remain calm, though, and let the game come to them and kind of ease into it.
And one guy, guys, I'll keep an eye on in this one is Freak. He is the consummate leader for his team. He can come out strong and play his game while keeping his intensity level up. It'll be just what they need to claim the title.
Well, Wisconsin has had a bit of a renaissance in their program of late, Clark. Last decade and a half have seen them put up some great seasons.
And you know, Kevin, the Badgers weren't really a major powerhouse in hoops until the turn of the century. But now, they're one of the most consistent teams in the country.
On defense, Wisconsin. Pass to Freak. A three ball. Good.
There we go.
Freak's got 5 now.
And as we see Freak and his team go for the title here, he is trying to repeat what he did just a year ago. He was able to lead his high school to the PSAL championship.
Well, Greg, he was a 4-time All-American selection in high school and a unanimous one at that. He's won state titles before, but this is a different animal than high school.
Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
This could be a game I actually lost.
Hawkins kicks to Decker. It's deflected, and so
get out of here! Get the head of my face!
Possession here. And Wisconsin going with almost an entirely new group here. Here's Fisher. That's short off the rim. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. He hangs, and the layup is good.
Oh, my God.
Freak's got 7 points.
I like it. I like it. He broke out the fancy finish there. And what a journey it has been, really, for this whole team to make it to the college championship, especially for Freak. A few bumps in the road for him, but what a story.
Greg, you get the feeling that it's only the beginning. I mean, the way he plays and the accolades he has, I mean, you can see him having a long and productive career at the pro level.
And that one's good from Fisher.
Well, I tell you what, it's easy to get spoiled watching this fella. I mean, he just makes it look so simple.
Freak in its small forward. Johnson is out there with Thomas. Then there's Starks. And it's Barton in at the 2 spot. Plenty of daylight on action.
I'll drop that every time.
And that's 10 points for Freak.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
And for the Badgers, Hill is out there with Fisher. And it's Conley in at the 3, the small forward. Now here is Hill. Gibson with the screen on Starks. Pick up by Hill. Fisher dishes to Conley. From the stripe, they get it again. And it's the Bruins with the ball. And for the Bruins, Freak. He's in a small forward. Thomas is out there
all
with
12 points is by your boy. All 12 points are by Freak.
You know, one of the big questions on everybody's mind in this game is whether or not Freak will stay on for another year or go pro. I mean, usually a player with his upside.
Yep, 12 points. I'm 2 for 5. Good block. 1 rebound, 8 rebounds. Really close. Alright, let's go. Keep going.
And welcome back. We're just about ready to get going with the second half of a historical championship game. For those just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan, pleased to be alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony as we get set to watch how the college basketball season will end.
Last game of the Bruins.
And in a championship game like this one, guys, you would have expected a close battle. I don't think either side is going to be able to run away and hide in this one.
And, Greg, tight games like this are where legends are born. I mean, if a player like Freak can come up huge in this final half of play, he'll anchor himself in school history as one of the greats to ever play the game.
And Wisconsin, looking at who they've got. We've got Hawkins. He's out there with Hill. Kaminsky out there with Decker. And it's Evans in at the 4 spot.
And, guys, one big story that we have in this championship game is that a guy like Freak could boost his draft stock quite a bit. A win here could catapult him up the big boards of a lot of teams.
And, you know, while it's just one game, scouts will get a chance to see how he plays on the big stage. Knowing a player is at his best when the lights are brightest is a big plus in GM's books. What handles? He broke the D down to the ground with that move.
To the left wing. Freak passes to Free to the right side. Down low. Poked away.
Oh, my God.
And here's Hawkins. 8 points for him. Outside Hill. He dishes it to Decker. Here's Free. There's the pass to Fresh. The feed to Freak. And out of bounds as the Badgers gain possession.
Man, I don't know what happened.
Oh, my God. Come on.
Basically walked out of bounds.
Now Peyton. Hawkins with it. The fader. It's hauled in by Thomas.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Freak, he's in at 3. Thomas is out there with Irving. Then it's Porter. And it's Barton in at the 2. Freak kicks to Irving. Porter dishes to Thomas. There's Freak. No good from outside.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
And it's Conley penetrating. All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Bruins.
So far, they've turned in a fantastic performance from the three-point line. It's been a weapon all game.
And I also love the way they move the basketball. Their passing has been outstanding here in the second half.
Now here's what UCLA is going with on the floor. Roberts is checked in for Irving. Looney comes in for Thomas. Fresh is checked in for Barton. And Freeze up in for Porter.
This game's still very much up in the air. I mean, this is where you start to separate the men from the boys and where heroes are born.
And one team looking to ice the win, the other hoping to force OT. I think right now you lean on your stars and get the ball to Freak every chance you get to try and come away here with the title.
There's the bucket. Good.
That's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus.
1:46 left here in the second half. Fresh, the pass to Free. Kicks to Freak. Stolen by Decker.
Oh, my God.
And here comes the break. Here's Conley. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions yet.
And it's Roberts for the key. Good on the 13-footer. Roberts got the lead up to 4 now for the Bruins. And
done a great job of finding the open man every trip down.
Boy, it sure seems as though he's done it every time. It's been an awesome display of passing for him today.
Hawkins checked in for Wisconsin. To the paint. Fast break UCLA. Here's Free. That's a big right pass and goes in. And it's a 6-point Bruin lead.
And really, that's what you want every time down the floor. A simple, high-percentage shot.
There's a minute left.
Here is Hill.
We are winning.
Time definitely not on their side.
They need a very quick bucket, a real quick one.
It's good. And now they trail by just 4.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spots. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
46 seconds left here in the second half of the game. And here's Hawkins. Feeds it to Hill. Count it! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
What a bucket at one of the more crucial moments of the game.
How about the cool, collected way in which he delivered it? Clutch!
Free kicks to Roberts. Free passes to Fresh. Some nice ball movement by the Bruins. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Looney. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Freak. Buries it.
And with that basket, you'd have to think this lead is secure.
I'm almost ready to go there with you, partner. Not quite. I'm hanging around at that 98% mark, so it's just about done. But I need a little more evidence to close the book.
George.
Hill kicks to Decker. 3-pointer. Nails it. And that shot brings them to within just 1. Here's Free. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now. Again and again, they're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
UCLA picking up the win. Such a special moment for these kids.
UCLA. I just realized my thing wasn't down. But I'm about to make sure you guys are still hearing me.
Being able to call themselves now champions.
And Kevin, from the players, the rest of the...
Yeah, 20 points. 4 for 10. 9 minutes. 2 turnovers. 1 foul. 1 block. No fouls. Let's see what Mr. Dom Pagnotti has for your boy.
Hello?
Hey, Ma, it's me.
Hey, Frequency.
I got you on speakerphone.
Okay, your sister there?
Hey, Mama, I'm right here.
Hey, baby, how you doing?
I'm fine.
You bet's here too, Mama.
Hi, Mama. How you doing? I'm fine.
Does she have to be here?
Yes. Mr. Pagnotti, the agent I was telling you about, he's in the room too.
How you doing, ma'am?
I'm good. Nice to meet you.
What a pleasure to finally meet the Queen Mother of this young, talented man, even if only by telephone.
That's sweet. Hang on, Frequency. Here comes your father.
All right.
Hey, sorry I'm late. Hope everyone's well.
How you doing, Mr. P?
I'm doing good.
So let's get to it.
Yeah, let's do this. We all know why we're here. This meeting is strictly confidential, 100% off the record. Didn't happen. We weren't even here. Capiche? Please understand in Italian. Capiche?
Capiche.
Freak insisted that I have his entire family here. I think it's great that he has a good support system around him. I've been doing this a very long time, and I work with some of the best. Now, let me rephrase that. I work with the best, and the best always seem to have a great support system around them. A family, if you will, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So let's cut to the chase. Leaving college early now and entering this year's NBA draft is the right move right now. And when you sign with me, Dom Pagnotti, as your agent, I will make sure you are well taken care of. I will make sure you are protected. With this freaking environment, I love it, freaking environment. This freaking environment thing you do when you get hot, freak, we're gonna make you more money off the court than you will on.
We already have endorsements and things like that in mind, so.
Cece, I said we because we're gonna do this together. We're a team. We're Team Freak. But Freak, you need to be in the league first, right? That's why I'm here.
Oh, yeah, I hear you, Mr. Pagnotti, but like I told you before, I already promised my parents 4 years of college. That's the plan, man.
That's right.
Plans change, Freak. Listen, in life and in basketball, you need to adapt and change to the situation at hand. Now, even if you have the greatest coach and they draw up the greatest play and all the X's and O's make perfect sense on paper, you still need to react to what the defense shows you and then make your move. This is the right move. This is the right move now. And 4 years of college is a great plan for basically anybody. But you're not just anybody. You are the greatest collegiate talent I have ever seen shoot, dribble, pass, and defend a basketball my entire time on this great planet Earth. Now, Miss Martha, Mr. Pete, I have seen so many of the greats jump right from high school to the pros. Freak, you've at least experienced college. You know what that is. You've been there. You've done that. I am offering you now a chance at the experience of a lifetime. Do you know how many people would love to be in those Jordans right now?
Yeah, Freak, I mean, what if you get hurt? You remember how you came down on your ankle in that game earlier this year?
Oh, yeah, but that was nothing.
Right, we know it was nothing, but next time it could be something.
I saw that. Good game. But bam! Just like that, and you could be flipping burgers. Maybe not flipping burgers. Maybe you're the manager or assistant manager at some burger joint. Maybe I do a favor and make a call, and you're a delivery boy at Sal's Famous Pizzeria. But the bottom line is, you will be a long, long, long ways away from signing multi-million-dollar contracts with me, Dom Pagnotti, as your agent.
So it's all about the money, right?
When was it not all about the money?
Money isn't everything.
No, it isn't, sir, and no disrespect was meant. But Freak, money is freedom. The freedom of choice, the freedom to live. Money is the difference between renting and owning, between being the waiter and being waited on. It's the difference between being the chauffeur or being chauffeured. Now, do you want to be a chauffeur? This here is a contract. This makes me your agent. Sign on the dotted line, and I will take you and your family to the promised land.
Like I said, Mr. Pagnotti, it's not all about the money.
Pete, let the man finish.
He made his point. He's finished. Aren't you finished?
I said my piece, but I know I'm right. You guys should talk.
Pete, what if Frequency does get hurt? Shouldn't he take this opportunity now?
What if the boy goes pro, gets hurt, and then doesn't have a college degree? Look how hard we work for him to get to where he is.
But college isn't for everybody. Pete, you didn't go.
That's why we work so hard for him.
Just saying. I mean, if he's ready to do this now as opposed to later, Pete, anything can happen.
You're right. Anything could happen. This is his future. This is his life.
You're not listening to me, Pete.
Not just a game.
All right, Mom, Pops. It's all right. Look, truth be told, I don't even know what I want to do right now.
I understand that.
Yeah, but I was talking to my boy Vic the other day.
Why?
And he was making a lot of sense. He thinks I should leave early, too.
You know what? I've kept quiet this whole time, and I also think that Freak should join the league. I think it's a great business decision, and I think that Mr. Pagnotti is absolutely right.
Thank you, Yvette.
You're welcome.
Now, Freak, I know for a fact that people have been talking about the company you keep, and you need to be careful. It could compromise what we're trying to do here.
What are you trying to say?
You know, your association with that guy Victor off the court, it could compromise your selection in a draft. As a matter of fact, I know it will. Do you realize the difference in dollars between being drafted first overall and 21st? You're talking tens of millions of dollars. You don't get it, do you? Cece, our first sneaker deal alone, you're talking a difference of a $50 to $100 million difference just by that. Number one, that's what we need. If I were not 1,000% convinced in my mind and in my heart that we could get you drafted first overall, I wouldn't be like this. This is the play. This is the move, Freak. You gotta listen to me.
I absolutely hear you, but who are they to tell me who I can't hang with my brother?
No, Freak, you need to listen to him. I've been telling you the same exact thing.
Mr. Dom, Frequency and Victor grew up together. They're best friends. We took the boy in and practically adopted him.
Martha, I told you that boy ain't nothing but trouble.
He's family.
Okay, but that's my boy, and he agrees with y'all.
It's not about agreeing with Vic. We're trying to prepare you for your future.
You know, but it is his future.
This is none of your business.
Excuse me?
You still have a decision to make. Sign with me, yes or no.
Can I just interrupt for 1 second? Everybody just settle down, please. Now, I appreciate you all taking the time in this heated discussion, but the truth of the matter is, there's only one person in the room that can make this decision. Now, son, you know how I feel.
Right.
Education is the most important thing in life, but this is your choice. It's not your mother's or your sister's or mine. It's not your girlfriend. It's not Mr. Pagnotti's. And it definitely ain't Victor's. This is your decision, son. So you tell us what you want to do.
I need 30 seconds, freak. Okay. I have 4 beautiful children, and I want each of them to go to college and graduate.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. I had to do something real quick.
Children right now and said, I will give you a contract that's worth $100, $200, $300 million. I would say, go back. I want you to graduate. I want you to get your doctorate. I want to call you Dr. Freak, but you need to understand this. Now, you can go all over this beautiful country that we live in and go into any of the major universities. You will find people that are 30, 40, 50, 60, 80 years old, and you will find them graduating. But if you live to be 500 years old, you will never see ever somebody 40, 50, 60 years old being drafted from college into the NBA. We need to strike while the iron is hot. This is your life. We will get you drafted first overall. You will be up there with all the big names. I'm not talking first rounder. I'm talking first overall. Listen to me. This is what I do. I am the best at what I do. Nobody is better.
Seconds plus.
Miss Martha, I am sorry. You just need to understand.
Would you please let my wife speak?
I apologize.
Frequency. Baby, what do you want to do?
Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna have Cece go through this contract, front to back. I'm gonna think about it, sleep on it, pray on it, and I will call you in the morning.
All right. Listen, Mr. Pete, Miss Martha, it was a pleasure meeting the two of you over telephone, and I look forward to meeting you both in person. Remember, everybody, this meeting never took place. We weren't even here. Capiche?
Capiche.
Okay.
All right, Mom, Pops, I'm gonna call you guys later. I love you.
Love you, son.
Love you too, son. Bye.
Now, ladies and gentlemen,
welcome to the NBA draft.
We are about to figure out where I'm gonna go.
With the first pick in the NBA draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Karl Anthony Towns
damn it.
from the University of Kentucky.
Dang it. Am I second overall? Am I number 2?
With the second pick in the NBA draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select D'Angelo Russell from
Ooh.
State University.
Ooh. I got 30. 13.
With the third pick in the NBA draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select Jahlil Okafor from Duke University. With the fourth pick in the NBA draft, the New York Knicks select Kristaps Porzingis from Latvia. With the fifth pick in the NBA draft, the Orlando Magic select Mario Hezonja from Dubrovnik,
Wait, where am I going?
Croatia. With the sixth pick in the NBA draft, the Sacramento Kings select Willie Cauley-Stein from the University of Kentucky. With the seventh pick in the NBA Draft, the Denver Nuggets select Emmanuel Mudiay from Dallas, Texas. With the 8th pick in the NBA Draft,
I don't want to go to the
Detroit
Milwaukee
Pistons
Bucks.
select Stanley Johnson. With the 9th pick in the NBA Draft,
I don't want to go to the
Charlotte
freaking Hornets.
select the 19-year-old small forward from UCLA.
I don't want. 24 points. I was close.
We met working at the post office together. Mark was a clerk and I was a carrier. And I asked her out to lunch one time and take her for a bagel around the corner from where we worked.
A bagel?
A bagel, yeah.
With cream cheese?
Cream cheese.
Split down the middle?
Split down the middle. Love at first sight.
Yeah?
I believe that. It was true. It happened to me.
That was Mr. P.
Let's do this, young man.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Frequency Vibrations. Welcome aboard, young man. Welcome aboard.
Wow. Wow. This is bananas.
Take your time, baby.
Thanks, Ma. Okay, so I first want to thank everyone who made this possible. Mom, Dad, I couldn't have done this without you. I'd like to thank my lady Yvette. My dude, Vig.
Hey, yo, I got you, man. Hey, Harlem in the building all day, yo.
Aye.
Yeah, I love you, man. I love you uptown.
He's like my brother. Oh, gosh. And also, want to thank my sister, Cece, who was also my manager. Swish, love you.
I love you more.
And my agent, Mr. Don Pagnotti himself.
You're the man, baby.
I guess I will take some questions now. Yes, ma'am.
How did you get the nickname Freak?
A lot of people don't know this, but Freak is short for my very first nickname, Frequency Vibrations.
Yeah, true story. I like to introduce our mother so she could tell it.
Go ahead.
You know, Mama.
Tell her, Mama.
Go get her, Mom.
Thank you, everyone. Frequency and Cece are fraternal twins. And so when I was pregnant, one of them kept kicking and jumping around all the time. So my husband, Pete, put headphones on my belly and played reggae music.
Hence the name Frequency Vibrations.
We shortened it to Freak.
How did you know who was kicking?
A mother knows. A mother always knows.
Are you ready for a photo op?
Yes. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the next NBA superstar, Frequency Vibrations.
Go ahead, son.
Thank you all for coming. We will be available for one-on-ones in the back. Good job. Well done.
Congratulations, son.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I will be ending it. I did not want to be on the Hornets. Well, hope you enjoyed it, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you all next time. Hope you have a good rest of your night, ladies and gentlemen.